What's up, people? In this video, Mitch_626, there's a video Greg Doucette, or quote, anti-snake diet Cole Robinson, unquote, did recently listing foods that people think are unhealthy. I'd be curious to hear what you think. I think his ignorance is funny. Okay, let's see. Greg Doucette foods. Did he do this recently? Is that what you said? Did recently, okay. "11 foods people think are unhealthy but are actually healthy." Ooh, a good one. Nice suggestion, Mitch_626. Okay, so we're going to do this one now. If you guys have any other recommendations for videos or YouTubers that you want me to talk about and say things about, then let me know in a comment, por favor.
Coach Greg, and I'm here today to tell you the top foods that my clients, or just people in general, that think these are not healthy. But they are. They're freaking healthy. So stop thinking you can't eat this stuff and wake up and...
Sorry.
Literally smell the coffee and the French toast. Smell it and then taste the popcorn. So let's get started. I'm not a dietitian. I ain't registered for shit. I don't know nothing about anything. I am not even a doctor. So why listen to me? Turn off the channel and just go watch somebody else that knows something. I'm just gonna say what I think and what I know. French toast. What is wrong with you people? I've been eating this since I was 5. Come on, French toast is not creative, it's not new. It's awesome. Why is it bad? Oh, it's got white bread. Oh, it's got regular bread. Oh, it's got any kind of bread. It's got P28 bread. It's got bread, it can't be healthy. So what? You eat rice and bread, same friggin' thing. Don't be a carbophobe. Oh, well, what else is in it that's so bad? Egg whites? Cinnamon? What? What is bad about this stuff? Stop making breakfast boring. Oh, it's gotta be oatmeal and protein powder because I'm a bodybuilder. Why do you guys think you need to eat boring ass, shitty, stupid breakfasts just because you're a bodybuilder and working out? Oh, I'm hardcore, I have to eat this stupid shit all the time. It's almost like people just want to brag and say, I'm a bodybuilder, I just can't eat anything that tastes good. I'll eat my asparagus and my fish. Stop it. Stop this stupid myths. Number 2, popcorn.
Oh man, this guy's hilarious. But Greg, Coach Greg, why are you wearing a shirt, bro? Where's the tank top at, man? I want to see the flex action. Yeah, okay. So French toast. Okay. I mean, what is French toast? It's bread that you dip in egg, basically, and then I guess fry in a pan in some oil. That can be done in a healthy way. Plus, okay, so I guess I'll preface this by saying, like, if you have if you are getting a little bit of a boost from some substances to, you know, help you build muscle and burn fat, you have a little bit more flexibility with the foods that you choose to eat. So preface this entire video by saying that, and I will also say after that regardless of whether you are or not utilizing these substances, you do have a lot of flexibility with the food that you eat, right? Like things like French toast. Even if you eat it, let's say you eat it in the worst possible way, you fucking get the whitest of white bread, you put it in an egg, and you fry it up with, well, probably should use like actually a good oil if you're gonna use that, not like canola oil or some nasty shit like that. That's not so bad, like every once in a while, right? I mean, every day, kind of pushing it. I also don't like to eat breakfast, but yeah, I mean, it like, let's say I heard about this P28 bread that he says it's got 28 grams of protein per slice of bread. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's great. P28 bread with an egg white. I mean, I don't know what's in it. I've never had it. But that with an egg white, you like fry it up in some coconut oil, let's say. That's amazing. That's great. That sounds delicious. I want to eat that right now. So yeah, again, not bad in and of itself. Is it optimal? No. You know, if, let's just say, this is going to be so long, this video, fuck. Let's say you bake your own bread. You make your bread from scratch. Nobody's going to do that, but let's say you did. You bake your bread from scratch, you put that, you know, dip it in the egg, throw it in the coconut oil, and you cook it up, put some raw sugar on there. That's not bad. That's fine. That's good. That's really good. Anyway, whatever. Who's going to actually do that? Nobody. Popcorn.
Oh, it can't even... this is what I do. I have on my clients, I have 35 questions they have to answer. And on it, one of them will say like, what are your 5 favorite unhealthy foods that you eat? And like, what are your 5 favorite healthy foods? And half the time people put healthy foods and they have them in the junk food list, junk food stuff in the healthy food list. What is so bad about this stinking popcorn?
Microwave popcorn is healthier than other snacks. It has more fiber and more polyphenols and less calories, less fat.
Protein, 4 grams. Fiber, 9. Find something with 9 grams of fiber, 160 calories. That's insane. This is fiber. They should call it fiber corn. And then maybe people would start eating it. Or call it skinny pop, and then everyone would buy it. Skinny pop is crap. But if you choose the right popcorn, I get about, 12 messages a day. What kind of popcorn do you get? This is the kind I get. Number 3.
So again, popcorn, like in and of itself, is not bad, right? It actually is a fairly healthy snack, and sometimes if I'm hungry and I happen to be somewhere where I can buy like a bag of popcorn, I will buy it and I will eat it as like a post OMAD snack. It's does have a lot of fiber. It's not super bad in terms of like, I don't want to say the macros, but like has a lot of fiber, no real sugar. I mean, some carbs, yeah, but like isn't it just corn that's like popped somehow? I don't really know. That's what popcorn is, right? It's like corn that's somehow inside out or something. I don't really know. The only bad thing about popcorn is that the butter flavoring that is in some of them is carcinogenic, is the only problem. So like you have to be careful which one you're buying, and you have to like, just be careful with that. Again, this is one of these things, like if you buy like the cheap like 99-cent store version of it with like the butter flavoring, that's actually like not really butter. It's just some chemicals they made in a lab that kind of tastes like butter and didn't kill the rats. It didn't kill enough rats for them to be required by law to like, not be able to sell it. I don't know, like there's popcorn and there's popcorn, basically is what I'm saying. But yeah, overall, not like a bad choice for like, I mean, again, like I said, I do OMAD, so like for not a bad choice for a post OMAD snack, in my opinion.
Guacamole. They'll be like, well, I don't like avocados. I like guacamole, but like it's unhealthy, so I shouldn't eat it. I just, no. And what are you talking about? Guacamole is avocado. It's the same friggin' thing. This is what I get. Per little cup, 120 calories. Say they come in different sizes. 120 calories. 10 grams of fat. 5 grams of carbs, and 3 grams of fiber, and 0 sugar, and 1 gram of protein. So this is what I would consider my healthy fats. You can dip stuff in it, you can put it on bread, you can put it on vegetables, you can dip it in your veggies, you can put it in your P28 wrap toasted stuff. It's just all around awesome fat, okay? So if you're like one of these people that needs a lot of fat, there you go. Healthy. Stop saying you can't. You don't need to buy, I need a fresh organic avocado. No, just buy that prepackaged shit, leave it in the fridge for months, and eat it when you want. Protein bars.
Okay, so guacamole what is guacamole? It's like avocado, a little bit of lemon or lime, maybe some tomatoes, onions, garlic. Those are all really good things if you make it like that, which you should. Buying prepackaged guacamole, I don't like to buy prepackaged anything. I don't like to buy, and I'm not saying I never have, right? But if I'm in a place where I like have a kitchen and a food, like a fridge or something, I'll buy the like regular ingredients and just make whatever I want to make myself. It's worth it for me to spend 30 minutes a day cooking my meal or preparing my meal for it. Who knows if like the plastic and the container is like really like getting into your blood or whatever they say. But for me, it's worth the peace of mind to actually prepare the food, and I kind of enjoy it. So I don't mind to cook. Plus you have more control over what you put in the food, like what you eat. Like I like a lot of garlic, for example, and I like a lot of lemon or lime, whatever. So yeah, guacamole is not bad for you. None of this stuff is really bad for you.
Almost everybody likes protein bars and considers them unhealthy. What is wrong with you? A chocolate bar is unhealthy. How can you compare a chocolate bar to a protein bar? How? This is just one example. A cheap-ass Costco bar that I just throw on my bike sometimes I eat. 180 calories, 21 grams of protein, 4.5 grams of fat, I don't have it all memorized, 3 grams of sugar, 2 grams of fiber. What is wrong with that? How is that going to hurt you? It's a high-protein snack with 180 calories. It's not some high-fat, high-sugar piece of shit. What? Oh, because the protein in it is from whey protein, it's not healthy because it's not whole food? F whole food. I'm sick of, it's not whole food. Screw whole food. You don't need whole food. Food is food, okay? Doesn't matter if it's whole or half or quarter food. What are you guys talking about? It's a whole food. Eat the protein bar. Just don't eat the shitty protein bars, the ones with 300 calories, or like a protein cookie with like 350 calories and 100 grams of sugar or some bullshit. Just don't eat that. Eat healthy protein bars. You don't need me to tell you what they are. You go and you look at the freaking label and you make sure it's got a lot of protein and not a lot of shit. Boom, done. Fruit.
Okay, so we disagree there. My personal opinion, right? So the reason one of the things I like about OMAD is that it makes it very easy to make what I consider to be the healthiest choice, right? Again, a protein bar in and of itself is not, it's not unhealthy per se. It's not ideal. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to make you fat. You can get away with it if you're working out. But is it the best choice? No. And again, that's why I like OMAD, because with OMAD, you only have to eat once a day. And when you eat once a day, you can conveniently prepare a large meal with lots of different flavors and lots of different ingredients, and you don't have to eat things like protein bars. The thing with Greg Doucette that you have to understand is the guy is a bodybuilder, right? And it's not possible to build a body like this on OMAD, on like a where you like restrict your eating frequency. It's not possible. It's also not possible to build a body like this without fucking steroids, which, like I said earlier, when you're using steroids, you have a little bit more flexibility in terms of what you can eat. Again, not saying like whatever, you're going to fucking turn into like a bowling ball if you eat a protein bar. No, of course not. And if your goal is to be a bodybuilder, like an actual bodybuilder, not like, you know, if you actually want to be like, you want to be like this guy, you know, eat several meals a day. Okay, that's fine. And you can, I guess, have more flexibility with what you eat, but you got to do exactly what he does. You got to take the drugs. You know, that's also part of the equation. Anyway, I just think that if you have the option to eat whole food, you should eat whole food. Like, you know, I don't know how you can like justify choosing a piece of food that comes in like colorful advertising packaging that is preferable to eating something that's like natural. That's just my opinion, right? I'd rather eat a piece of meat than a fucking protein bar. Although I do like protein bars. I think they're good. Maybe like for dessert or something, you have a protein bar. But again, that's because not like we're comparing apples to oranges here, but like he's talking about eating several meals throughout the day. So if you are eating several meals throughout the day, you're not about to fucking cook 7 times. It's not going to happen. So yeah, eating a protein bar, that's fine. I personally wouldn't do it. Again, like I said, unless it's like dessert or something.
Are you frigging insane? What? Who raised you? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Does anyone in the world not know that saying? It's legit true. It happens. Keep me from needing to coach you. If you eat apples and fruit all the time, it's healthy. Oh, but in dieting it has sugar in it. It doesn't matter if it has sugar, as The Rock would say. It doesn't matter. 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 It doesn't matter what your name is. Apples, healthy. I don't care what fruit you list. Healthy. Eat fruit. Eat more fruit. Forget the fact that it's fructose in it. Forget the fact that it's sugar in it. Stop it. There's fiber and goodness. Do you know what's bad? You take this and you squish it and you drink the juice out of it and you throw away all the good stuff. That's bad. Stop the juice. Eat the freaking apples. Eat the oranges. Eat the banana. Next. This is a whole category.
Yeah, I agree. I have no problem with fruit. I think fruit is amazing. The one fruit, the like one, I guess we can call it exception, where I would say don't go crazy with this would be grapes. Grapes don't have a lot of really anything except for the sugar. It's like little balls of sugar that you're eating. Not a lot of fiber, and they're very high in sugar. They're very sweet. So like, yeah, you can eat them. You're probably not going to get fat if you just eat a bunch of grapes, but if you're eating a bunch of grapes and a lot of shit also, it's not going to be helping you. But like, yeah, like eat your fruit. Eat as much fruit as you want, really, you know. No problem with that. Fruit's great.
Foods that are not organic. F organic. Organic means bullshit. You don't need organic. Stop with the grass-fed this. Stop with the organic that. Oh my god, the pesticides are going to kill me. The sun is going to give you skin cancer and kill you too. Are you going to stay inside all the time? No. So stop it. Stop with organic. If you want to eat organic, be my guest. But half the people I know that have organic, this is what they do. Oh, it's organic this, organic that, blah, blah, blah. And then on the weekend they're at Wendy's and McDonald's and getting drunk and high. You don't need organic. Next is basically...
So organic foods. Yeah, I think the organic thing's a little bit overblown. I know some people, and I used to be like this too. If I have the choice to buy organic or not organic, obviously I'll buy the organic one, right? I do this too. You have to pay like an extra like 50 cents or $1 or whatever. But does it really matter, right? Do you really notice, like, do you feel any different when you eat the organic versus non-organic? Do you like notice a difference in taste? Probably not. The grass-fed beef versus grain-fed beef, that does have a little bit of a different taste. And you could make the argument that the grass-fed is healthier. That said, I have eaten plenty of grain-fed beef and not felt like, oh no, I ate the grain-fed beef. Oh man, I feel so bad now. Like, no, not at all. I think the point of this video is to just, as long as you're making the right choice, right? And the right choice, like a broad category, like categorize that as like a broad range of things. You're eating meat, you're eating fucking like all these are natural foods except for the protein bar. As long as you're doing all of that, and I'm assuming like implied in this is that you're also working out. As long as you're doing all that, stop fucking crying about like, you know, not eating a protein bar or not eating, you know, you have to get the organic, the grass-fed beef instead of the grain-fed. You know, if you look in the mirror and you can see your abs and you fucking look, people turn their head and look at you when you walk down the street because you're jacked, or you're like a super hot girl, like you have an amazing body as a girl from working out, then okay, fine, you can nitpick and like make these like minor decisions. But if you're not at that level, like what does it really matter? Like if you know the difference between the 98% the right choice and 100% the right choice, I don't think it really does.
Any kind of wraps or any kind of thing, bread, because it's not a whole food. Like, so people literally think that this isn't healthy. Are you kidding me? 100 calories, 7 grams of fiber, 8 grams of protein, 3 grams of fat. Ingredients, water, whole wheat flour, and people freak out that there's gluten in it and some flour. So what? You have to eat. You can't just only eat vegetables, and then half you're like, oh, you can't eat fruit. So what are we left with? Grass-fed beef and veggies, and that's all you can live on? And you're also vegan, so you can't have any freaking grass-fed beef, and you can't eat fish because you're vegan. So all you can eat is beans. So this is good for you too. Joseph's whole wheat lavish bread. It's fantastic. We have 60 calorie serving, 5 protein, 4 fiber, 0 sugars, 1.5 grams of fat. What is that? How's it gonna?
Flax, oat bran, and whole wheat lavash. I've never had that before. And so much cool shit in America that I'm like missing out on, huh? So yeah, wheat/gluten is hard to digest by some people. You get what's called wheat belly, which is like bloating basically after you eat wheat. If you have a sensitivity to that, probably don't eat it. Probably eat something else. I think what he's getting at is that like this whole aversion to carbs is like getting out of hand. Like, oh no, I can't have that because it has carbs. It's bread or it's a wrap. Like people think this is bread basically, and it's similar to bread. It kind of is like bread, except it's just like a fucking tortilla. But you do. I think you need to eat carbs, right? If you are exercising, which you should be, so you need to eat carbs, basically. You know, like if you're not exercising, none of this means anything to you anyway, because you're already not in shape and you're already not making the right choices. But if you are, then you probably already know you need to eat carbs. So like, you don't even need me to say it, basically. But yeah, like just make the more right choice, I guess. Like I've never had this. It seems cool. It seems like I kind of want to try it. But yeah, like, you know, don't like, okay. So what I normally say, what do you hear me say all the fucking time? Eat 90% of your calories from meat and eggs, right? And eat once a day and blah, blah, blah. But why do I say to eat 90% of your calories from meat and eggs? Because those foods are very nutrient dense. They taste good and they fill you up and they're cheap, right? It's like the best of all worlds. You don't need to buy wraps. You don't need to make fucking French toast. You don't need to like eat popcorn. You don't need to do any of this shit. Just stuff yourself on that once a day, and then you don't have to worry about make all these other fucking decisions. Should I eat bread? Should I eat wraps? Once you're 90% full on meat, you can eat whatever you want. It's not gonna fucking matter. You know what I mean?
They kill you unless you've got some friggin' not lactose, but gluten intolerance because you're celiac, which is not many of you. Hardly any of you are, in fact, need to worry. Oh my God, Greg is only ripping, and you can only get away with eating wraps because he's on steroids. That's friggin' bullshit, cop-out, loser attitude that you have because you're so pathetic you can't actually diet that you have to think that anyone that's in shape is because of drugs. You can't think that it's actually because they went for a bike ride and didn't eat too much calories. No, it couldn't have been that. It must have been the steroids. No, you can't eat with Greg. You can't have French toast with popcorn. He only gets away with it. And all his clients only get away with it because they're on steroids. Half my clients are natural guys, and 90% of my clients do not compete in anything. They just want to be fit and in shape. Just eat healthy and lose.
So, you know, that's true. Like you can't discount the work that the guy puts in at the gym, because it's this is not magically happen, right? To be fit like this, it's not just, you don't just like inject drugs and get this body. It doesn't happen like that. You still have to put in the work. You still have to watch what you eat. You still have to fucking train hard, and fucking it's got to be like your entire life. But you will, like I said, you will have more flexibility with what you eat. You might be able to get away with eating a couple more wraps, or you know, the fucking French toast or the popcorn or whatever, if you are on something, as opposed to somebody who's not, right? All other things being equal, the guy who is on something is going to like be leaner and have a fuller look than the guy who's not. Like that's, you can't deny that. I mean, if you deny that, I don't know. But I think what he's saying is that like don't use that as an excuse to think that you can't eat it, because that's different, right? You can also still eat it and be fucking lean. When I lived in Tel Aviv, fucking, how long ago was that? It's like 2000. It was a long time ago. Shit, man. Was that 9 years ago? Whew. Damn. Anyway, when I lived there, I was like in great shape because I had a fucking bike and I ate fucking bread all the time. In Israel, if I go there in a couple of weeks, I will show you guys this. This is like the most delicious food item you've ever had in your life. It's called a lafa, right? A lafa is like a super thick pita, but like this thick. Can you see that? Like thick and like soft and fluffy. And the thing, no joke, is like this fucking big. It's gigantic. And what they do in Israel is they fill it with shawarma, right? You know, the fucking kebab, they cut like off the spinning thing. And it's the best meat you've ever had in your life. Fucking best tasting meat. Like the first time I ever had shawarma was in Israel. And then after that, like, you know, whatever you see, like the Turkish guys or Lebanese guys or whatever. And I try it different places. In Israel, it's the best. I promise you. I'm not just saying that because I'm Jewish, but it's the fucking best over there. Anyway, they fill this fucking lafa with shawarma. Fucking so much meat. Oh, they're so good. And they put hummus and trina and like all these vegetables and pickles and onions and amba. Oh God, it's so good. Oh my God, I want to go there right now just for that. Anyway, I would eat like 1 or 2 of these a day, and the fucking lafa is like thick. And then at night I would like go out and fucking get cookies and like just eat whatever I wanted basically. And I was ripped. Are you kidding me? I was like shredded. Probably the best shape of my life. But I had a fucking bike, and I'd ride that shit everywhere for like an hour a day and work out. So like they say you can't out-train a bad diet, but it depends how bad your diet is and how hard you train, because you kind of can, you know what I mean? But they don't want to say that because it's like that doesn't fit in a quote on Instagram, you know what I mean? Yeah, so he's kind of right.
Wait, and don't eat too much freaking food, and learn to put the fork down at the end of a meal instead of continuing to eat all your shit. Next, this is a big one. A lot of people, bring this up. They think you can't eat deli meats or sliced meats because it's going to kill them with some kind of pesticide or some kind of chemical or something in there. It just can't be good because it's prepackaged and sliced. Can't be good. Preservatives are going to kill you. Blah, 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 blah. Not true. So what do I have here? I just have like cheap stuff from Costco. It's not even expensive, fancy, like all natural. It's just cheap stuff. What does it say? No preservatives. And it's a cheap freaking smoke Kirkland brand. No preservatives. 24% protein. 12 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, 2 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fat. And it's got sodium. Sodium's not going to kill you either unless the doctor tells you that you have high blood pressure. You have to be concerned with your sodium. Everyone else that's exercising, we need sodium. It helps us. We need it to live. Ham. Oh, that's bad. Water. Ooh. I mean, come on, people. It's got some salt. Whatever. Life goes on. You don't need to be that strict. If you're so strict that you only eat organic and you don't eat this and that, then you better show me a 5% six-pack body fat year-round that gets to bed at 8 o'clock every night and sleeps at 4 to 4 a.m. is up and doing 3 hours. You better be living your life perfect. Because if you're so perfect that you can't eat friggin' guacamole and you can't eat popcorn and an apple, you better be Mr. Perfect. Next.
I'm not a fan of most deli meats that are commercially available in America. I think they taste like shit. They just like taste disgusting to me. They're not good. And any meat that has like a nutritional label with the ingredients listed, except bacon. Bacon's the one exception. I fucking love bacon. But anything else, it's like why is there a list of ingredients on a meat, like a package of meat? Like it should just be meat. No, am I wrong? I don't know. I don't like the like pressed turkey. I don't like ham. I've never liked ham. I think ham is disgusting. Bologna. Ugh, God. I really don't understand how people eat bologna. That's like, who eats that? And like, how is this still popular? Like, what if this was like the 1500s or something, and people ate bologna because it was either that or like die from malnutrition? Okay, I understand. But who are these people who buy bologna? If you buy bologna, please let me know why and like what is wrong with you. Yeah, I just don't like the taste of lunch meats. And again, this is like the type of thing, like when you eat 6 meals a day or 7 meals a day, you are going to naturally crave a lot more variety in the type of foods that you eat. Because if you're eating 7 times a day, you don't want to eat the same thing 7 times in a row. You're not going to have fucking chicken and vegetable. I mean, some people do if they're hardcore, if they're competing or something. But most people don't want to do that because it's like disgusting. But when you eat once a day, like what I say, you don't mind to eat the same thing every day because you have 23 hours in between when you're actually eating it. So you can, if you've watched any of my like super high production value mukbangs, I eat pretty much the same thing every night. I'll have like a little bit of corn, maybe. I have my meat, either pork or like chicken organ meat, essentially. And then a little bit of dessert afterwards, maybe some mango. And then after that, fucking go get some ice cream or some Kit Kat bars or something. That's like my meal, like every night. It's been my meal every night for like a month and a half. So, but when you eat many times throughout the day, you want to have French toast for breakfast sometimes. You want to have oatmeal sometimes. You want to have a fucking protein bar for a snack. You want to have like a wrap for lunch. You want to have like deli meat sometimes in a sandwich. You know what I mean? It's like too many times throughout the day to eat, where if you are hell-bent on building a body like this, do what you got to do, it's just not for me. I'd love to look like this. You're kidding me? I just don't want to devote my entire life to like eating and working out. It's just, and I'm not talking him down or anything like that. I don't want that for myself. I want an easier, less like thought. I want an easier solution that doesn't require me to think or commit as much time to it, basically.
Anything in a can, people think, oh, and I'm sick and tired of you talking about the friggin' hearing aid that I have. It's not freaking ear hair. Who the hell thinks an ear hair looks like this? Come on, I have black hair. Black hair. I take this out and I can't hear. I hear in this ear. This one I don't hear. That is a hearing. Stop writing stupid comments. Oh, hearing hair. Back to this. Vegetables in a can. They're good for you. This is healthy. It's healthy. You have to open it in a can. It lasts long. Healthy. Stop thinking it's not healthy. It's in a can, so it has sodium. So freaking what? You need sodium to live. If you don't have salt, guess what? You'll die. You'll cramp up all the time. You won't be able to hold any water. You will die. You can't have no sodium. Sodium is needed. Unless the doctor says you're on a low sodium diet, you have to be careful, blah, 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 blah. But guaranteed, you're eating salt somewhere and you're eating at McDonald's. So shut up. Eat your freaking vegetables from a can. It doesn't matter if they're frozen, fresh, or in a can. All healthy. All of them healthy. What makes them a bit less healthy? Cooking them. Does that make it bad? No, still super healthy. It's hard to ruin a vegetable. The only thing to make it less healthy is you cook it in coconut oil or in butter, and you add a ton of calories, and then you eat a surplus. And then that's not good for you because you become fat and obese, and you don't want that. So you eat your vegetables. It doesn't matter what kind. This is the hugest one of the...
Okay, so this guy, he's old school, right? And as somebody who's old school, back in the day, we didn't have like, oh my God, am I old school now too? Fuck. Anyway, all this like organic, grass-fed, like all this shit is recent. This is like the past 10 years, okay? And it's all become popular now because they've created this like new demographic to extract a lot more money. Like you can basically, instead of having like one type of peas or whatever, now you have like normal peas, GMO-free peas, organic peas, like all this fucking shit. So you're like multiplying the types of products that you sell and you're doubling, tripling your revenue or whatever. You're making more money basically. But back in the day, it wasn't necessarily about selecting the right type of good food within a broad category of good foods. It was just about doing the right thing, like in general terms, right? Like eat vegetables, eat fruit, eat fucking, meat or whatever, even if that's deli meat or meat that comes, I guess, in a can, chicken or tuna or something. Just eat that and work out and train hard. That's really what it is, which is why anytime, like if I'm on Facebook, God forbid, I hate Facebook, but if I am on Facebook or if I'm somehow skim the YouTube comments of some video and I see people arguing in comments saying like, well, actually, you can't eat canned tuna because the aluminum from the can leaks into the tuna and it will cause blah, blah, blah. Like I know in my mind, I know already that person's fat. You know what I mean? I know that person's not healthy. I know they're out of shape. I know the only reason they know that is because they fucking research things obsessively and argue on the internet instead of actually going to the gym and doing anything, right? That's basically his point, which is like, don't worry about all those small details. Like, oh my God, is it grass-fed? Is it organic? Just fucking eat the right thing in a broad sense and you'll be fine. Just don't think about it too much, basically. Which makes sense, I kind of want to hear what he's going to say about this one, though. What's the biggest
The bunch, the hugest one, dairy. People think, oh my God, they think you need to cut out dairy so many weeks out from a show or a photo shoot or when you get to a certain body fat level. Oh my God, lactose, dairy. It's a never-ending nightmare for me as a coach to convince people to shut up. Shut up about dairy. Dairy is good for you. I don't care what study you read that tries to say it's not. And for those of you who are lactose intolerant, so what? There's no lactose in here. It's not 2001, it's 2019. Everything they make now comes lactose-free. So what do I eat? I eat this all the time. There's Greek yogurt. It's got sodium, 70 milligrams, not much. It's got a lot of protein, 18 sugar, 4. It's lactose, so what? Guess what? This was $5 at Costco on sale. 3 of these things. Think of it. Lactose-free, so shut up. Lactose-free. If I said, write down in column A, foods that are unhealthy versus healthy. Like column B is going to be unhealthy, A is healthy, unhealthy, whatever. You know what I mean. 2 columns. One's healthy, one's unhealthy. In general, yeah, you're gonna get your like smarty pant people. All foods are healthy, it's in the moderation to a certain point. Yeah, we get it. And then, oh, but Greg, you didn't define healthy, and you say that calories in the... Yeah, I get it. Stop writing comments about it. I know all this shit. I'm trying to simplify this so that the average person with a grade 9 intelligence can understand. I'm not trying to be all super fancy science, and I don't have as I said, not a registered dietitian. I just know this shit for myself. Do not overanalyze this stuff. Healthy or not. Healthy or not. It's healthy. Chocolate bar, it's unhealthy. Jelly beans, it's unhealthy. You getting the point here? It's pretty easy to start saying healthy or not healthy. The last thing on my list, protein powder.
I mean, it's good that he's simplifying things, because at the end of the day, don't you pretty much know what's healthy and what's not healthy? If it's natural, it's healthy. If it's not natural, it's not healthy, right? And I guess you could make the argument, deli meat, is it natural? Pushing it a little bit. It's processed, right? I wouldn't choose it. I also think it tastes like shit, but there's a difference between, what was that even? I don't even know. Ham, let's say, which is pork, mostly pork. There's a difference between that processed and like your fucking chocolate covered Oreos that you buy. You know what I mean? This stuff doesn't need to be actually that hard.
Why do people think, how many weeks out do you cut out protein powder? What kind of stupid question is that? It's protein powder. I mean, it's protein, whey protein, casein, isolate protein. Where did you get the idea that you have to cut out protein powder? Man, other shows, I sat there with a milkshake, like a 1 liter jug, and would eat for 5 or 10 minutes straight protein powder. A week out from the show, peak week. It's good for you. It's protein powder. It builds muscle. That's what we want. Why do you think it has to come from whole food? Shut up with whole food. I already talked about that earlier in the video. It is protein powder. It's always going to be good for you. It's not going to be bad for you. Just because man-made, or it's man-made, or whatever, human-made, if I want to be politically correct, male, female-made, whatever, it is healthy. It doesn't have to come from the ground and be plain as it was and to be healthy. And just because it comes from the ground doesn't mean it's healthy. Marijuana doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy just because it was from the earth. That wraps it up. You want to see any more of my health videos?
So, yeah, I mean, again, this, like, you notice the examples that he's giving, like, how many weeks out from a show do you need to cut out protein powder? Like, what else did he say? I don't know, some other, like, bodybuilding competition reference, you know, before. If you're a competing bodybuilder, you know, so let's just call it what it is, all right? If you're a competing bodybuilder, you're eating several times a day, you're probably on something, you know, protein powder is not going to kill you. And even if you're not, protein powder is not going to kill you. It's fine. Is it a better choice than whole foods? No, I don't think so. But then again, I don't train like he trains. You know what I mean? This is not my goal. I haven't structured my lifestyle to facilitate this, like, really at all. I've kind of, I don't want to say done the opposite, but I've kind of gone to the other side of the spectrum when it comes to how much thought and effort I want to actually put into this, right? Because to me, again, if you've seen any of my other videos, what do I say? Eat meat, eat once a day, and fucking go to the gym and work out, right? Why do I say eat once a day? Because I don't want to buy 50 different things to eat, because I fucking have to eat 7 times a day, and I don't want to eat the same thing all the time. I don't have to make all these decisions. Is this healthy? Is it not healthy? I'd rather just pick like 3 things, be like, okay, meat, eggs, and I don't know, a little bit of rice or something. Be like, okay, that's what I'm going to eat. That's it. I'm done. I don't have to think about it anymore, right? I don't have to think about how many hours apart I have to eat. I don't have to think about, oh, where am I going to be when I need to eat? What am I going to eat when I'm there, right? I don't have to think about all that shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to deal with it. Like, other stuff I want to do, like, I just don't want to do it, right? And in my opinion, most normal people don't want to do that either. Again, like I said, unless you are a professional bodybuilder / physique competitor, then maybe you do want to do that stuff. You know, maybe it's worth it to you to commit all this time and energy into doing those things. And again, like I said, I should just mention this again. Like, if you are on fucking artificial hormones, like, your metabolism's going to go up. It's going to be easier for you to get away with eating unhealthy foods, quote unquote. That said, I don't think anything that he said in this video is explicitly unhealthy. Is it optimal? Is it ideal for what I want to do? No. Like, if I'm doing OMAD, I'm not going to have my 1 meal a day be like 8 scoops of protein powder with, you know, milk or something. It's just not going to be that, because that's not it's not the optimal choice in my opinion. However, I think the overall message of what he's trying to say is good, which is basically like, stop overthinking this shit. What's healthy and what's not healthy. You pretty much already know what is healthy because it's fucking natural and comes out of the ground. And If you don't know that somehow, then clearly you're not working out enough, because those things will become obvious over a long enough time period if you are exercising, because you will notice, number one, you feel much healthier when you work out after eating clean food, and you feel like absolute garbage if you work out after eating not clean food. Okay? So who told me to do this video? Who was this? What's your name? Oh, Mitch_626. Yeah, all right. So thank you for telling me to do this. Always a pleasure to do one of Greg Doucette's videos. What a character. Okay, got any more suggestions? Let me know. Peace.